holding a professional record of 10 wins, 10 losses, standing 5 feet 5 inches tall. We're looking at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Italy, ladies and gentlemen, presenting Cristian Mano
Quick shout out to the cameraman picking the crowd shots tonight, by the way.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. So if somebody could relay the message, tell him I said keep up the good work.
Fantastic. All right. Bantamweight titles on the line, 3 rounds. It is Davide Baneschi in the black trunks, Cristian Binda in the blue trunks.
We are underway with Binda being the southpaw. So as I've said many times in the broadcast, the left kick and the left straight will be his best weapons going against the right-handed Baneschi.
It's just, the Italian just starts to flow after a while.
Yeah, it really does.
Must be all this red wine here.
That's true. And Binda almost made the mistake of coming in with that lead left kick that resulted in one of the fighters getting knocked out tonight. I would recommend to not do that, especially against a rangy fighter like Baneschi.
Oh, slapping low kick there from Baneschi. Binda get that odd hand position, kind of weighs that right hand out there, fires that left hand when he feels it.
I do like the way he shuffles inside. He shuffles and keeps he doesn't let his hips get ahead of his feet. He keeps his hips very center between his feet as he shuffles inside to get through Baneschi's reach.
Big low kicks traded from both men.
One thing I like that Binda's doing is he is feinting the left hand, throwing feints, faking punches, seeing how Baneschi will react before he launches an attack of his own. Baneschi closes the distance, putting Binda against the fence.
Actually battling for position there.
Very nice flank from Binda. He used that flank to turn and get his back off the fence, but to no avail. Baneschi puts him back on the fence, smothering him with the left. He's got underhook on both sides, got the double body lock. Looking for that outside trip.
Nice clinch work from both men. Baneschi on the outside right now. Holding his opponent against the cage. He dropped the guard there.
Very interesting. Must be very confident in his guard. As we saw in the stats, he has wins by triangle choke. Must be confident that he can get that submission here by pulling guard against Binda.
5 out of 7 wins have come via submission.
The one thing that's tricky as a pro, you know, the one thing that separates amateurs from pros is the ability to throw elbows and knees to the head. Now, for being a guy like Binda that goes for triangles, that involves a lot of wrist control, what leaves you suspect to the top man rolling, what we call rolling the elbows.
Right.
When you roll the wrist and hit him with the elbow, one thing Baneschi needs to be aware of.
You can see Binda right now moving out to the outside. Trying to get out to side control, briefly had it.
Baneschi retains his guard. Got half butterfly right now.
It's a problem, man. I mean, if you pull guard, it seems like you just got to be aggressive with something right away. You can't sit there and give away time on body.
And while this may be a title fight, this isn't 5 rounds. You can't afford to pull guard. You know, you pull guard, you lose a round unless you catch a sub. You know, rarely do you ever see a guy win a round from his back. And the way Baneschi's going about it, he's not going to win a round from his back.
Oh, big left hand from Binda from the top.
Yeah, huge left hands.
You see, he's trying to get those legs high.
You know, and Binda, he's a well-traveled vet at 38 years old. He's probably been training a long time. And, you know, Baneschi's just looking for that, you know, that textbook wrist control to go to the triangle.
He's got it up high, but he just can't quite isolate anything.
No, he's going to have to be a little bit more crafty when you're going in against a vet like Binda, who's been around and fought some of the best, as he's looking for that attack again.
Wrist control again, but just can't really isolate the arm. Does kick away. Can he get back to his feet?
Oh, and Binda looks to go for some kind of crucifix sweep.
Beautiful transition. Couldn't do anything with it, but I like the move.
Yeah, great scramble by both men. Going for some unorthodox stuff. Getting the crowd riled up.
Final minute of this first round. Bantamweight title on the line. The inaugural Venator FC Bantamweight title.
How about out there?
looking for the guillotine, but not really anything there.
Oh, Binda pulling for a guillotine of his own, or should I say Baneschi. Baneschi, for a brief moment, looked like he was pulling for that guillotine.
More battling up against the fence. 30 seconds left in this opening round. Again, it was Baneschi who pulled guard and was dangerous. He did have submission attempts from there, but nothing that was really close to threatening. You wonder how, with a couple seconds left in this round, that the judges are thinking about this in their head.
No, and like I said, he needs a little bit more of an unconventional setup. You know, he's just trying to go for the textbook, foot on hip, wrist control, stuff the wrist, and pull the triangle up. You know, he needs to be a little bit more creative in his attack because he's fighting a guy that's at 38 years old. He's probably been training twice as long as him, been in a lot more fights, and has a lot more experience.
All right, so round one is in the books. It was a little bit back and forth. Again, we said it. Davide Baneschi pulled guard, was active from his back, but was he active enough to win the round? I don't know. It's going to be tough to say.
You know, I don't think so. I think that not only did he make the mistake of pulling guard, but Binda got on top. And you saw he landed some really big left hands, did some good damage. And, you know.
There's those big left hands. You're watching the replay here. God, those were nasty. Those were probably the thing that won him the round enough right there.
Exactly. And the thing, now the question is, for those being submission attempts, do the judges score those as points?
Right.
Whereas myself, yeah, they were submission attempts, but there really wasn't any imminent danger.
Absolutely. Just getting in position isn't the same as having somebody nearly about to tap.
Yes. Well, we will find out how things will unfold as we go into round two of this bantamweight title fight here at Venator FC.
It is Davide Baneschi in the black trunks, Cristian Binda in the blue trunks. We think Binda probably took that first round more than anything through perhaps a tactical mistake of Baneschi.
Yeah, that's very true. I think that, you know, Binda landed some good stuff, but Baneschi just gave him that round.
Baneschi very active here to start the second round. He looks fresh enough. He's moving well.
Yeah, Binda's looking a little flat-footed. Doesn't look tired, just looking a little flat.
Oh, nice. Nice work with the hands there. Through the left, came back with the right. Very nice.
Oh, and he misses with a big left overhand. He's got a nice position for this body lock.
They're working to clinch again. Baneschi pushes Binda up against the cage.
Looking to get in on that double. He's got his legs locked. Gets it pretty easy.
Yeah, he was able to pull out the legs pretty easily there. Davide Baneschi on top now. Binda posting and from a seated position. Those empty plastic cups you see are Sam Cecilia's beer glasses.
He's having a good time tonight at Venator. Not as much fun as me as I get to sit next to my man, J-Mo, John Morgan, calling these fights. Bantamweight title fight here at Venator. Now, back to the fight. If I was Baneschi, I would pull him away from the fences. He's really having to struggle for this takedown as Binda's just almost using the fence as a crutch. He can kind of lean on it. He doesn't have to exert as much energy to keep himself not on his feet, but in a base, not on his back.
Well, Binda's doing a very good job of being in a bad position, but not allowing himself to be in a horrible position. You know, he's staying in a seated position, not allowing him to be flattened out. Really good work there.
One of the first guys I've seen use the fence to his advantage, but right now, stuck in a bad position. Needs to use that butterfly, kick this guy off, get to his feet. Interesting attack from Baneschi, as you saw with it, he was throwing some right uppercuts. You never really seen anybody throw uppercuts from the top position.
Nice work.
Very interesting attack.
Baneschi happened to posture over his opponent right now, throw some punches down, looking to pass the legs. Again, Binda doing a good job of certainly on the defense, but not taking too much damage.
No, but I mean, he was in a good position before this round started. Having, in my opinion, he had one round in the bag, but he's kind of letting this one slip away by playing the guard up against the fence.
A lot of big right hands to the body there for Davide Baneschi.
There's that right uppercut from the top position again.
More big right hands to the body as well. Happy to stay right there and just pound away.
You know, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And those body shots, while they may not, score him a finish, you know, they pay dividends as the fight goes on.
Absolutely.
Stop.
Absolutely.
Stop.
Stand up there. A little surprised with that.
I'm a little surprised with that as well.
Fight.
I think Baneschi's a little attacked as well. As Binda touches gloves and immediately throws an overhand. I don't know how I feel about that, but nothing we can do about it now as the fight proceeds to go on. There really is no rule against.
There isn't. Protect yourself at all times. I may not like it morally, but it's not illegal.
No, that's true.
Binda now the one pressing in from the outside. He's looking for that trip.
I think that referee stand-up kind of gave him second wind.
Yes, it did. Baneschi now trying to wrap the arm around the neck as they stand. Nothing there.
You know, and if I was Baneschi, and pulling guard is something you want to do, I would do it for a guillotine more than I would to pull for a triangle. Oh, we're caught in a position here.
Wow.
Binda has somewhat of a crucifix, but Baneschi spins on top. Right back in the top position as he settles into.
Binda almost had a fantastic position there instead.
Really did.
Baneschi now settles on top. That could have been a big moment in the round.
We got a big moment now as he's just about to pass in the side mount with that one arm isolated. Oh, the explosiveness of Binda just rolls him through.
Sweep to the top into side control.
The old bridge and roll never fails, sometimes.
30 seconds left in the second round. It's been a little bit more back and forth here in the latter stages. Binda in side control, looking to tee off, see if he can capitalize on this position. Instead, Baneschi does a great job of just isolating the wrist and stepping up and reversing positions. Great work.
Big mistake by Binda, kind of going for some type of modified headlock, and headlocks in MMA do not fly well.
Final seconds of the second round. Davide Baneschi is going to be on top to end it. Got to think very clear round on the judges' card. That was all Davide Baneschi.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, he scored the takedowns pretty effortlessly. You know, Binda did a good job, you know, almost getting that crucifix a couple times, but ultimately his leg work wasn't able to isolate the arm. Definitely clear-cut round for Baneschi.
See, Baneschi decides to remain upright, standing during his corner session. Meanwhile, Binda, as we see here in his corner, the ice on the back, he looks a little bit winded for sure at 38 years old. This has been a grueling type fight. I feel like Baneschi is the better fighter, is, you know, just technically speaking, but Binda's just durability, his toughness, his kind of grinding attitude is really keeping him in this fight.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that I haven't seen Binda do is really let his hands go. He really hasn't let off too many combinations. You know, we saw him throw a couple nice overhands that last round, but I mean, at best case scenario for Binda, it's 1-1. Could be down 2-0. He could be down 2-love. So I think that this round, if he wants to take this fight, he's got to let his hands go, throw some uppercuts, stuff some takedowns, and do some damage.
I agree. I mean, we could be at 1-1 in this fight, but it feels like the momentum is definitely in Baneschi's favor. So third and final round here, inaugural bantamweight title on the line at Venator FC3.
And I'm surprised Baneschi even hugged him after that glove touch to overhand left.
Yeah, that was not cool.
I would not be feeling the hugs after that.
It's Binda in the blue trunks, Baneschi in the black. We think it's probably 1-1 on the scorecards right now. It could be 2-0 Davide Baneschi. Low kick there, but we fight on. It looked like it may have caught the groin, but we fight on.
You know, and one thing Baneschi's doing real well, staying mobile. He's moving a lot, working some angles. Binda's being a little bit flat.
Just misses the trip there. Baneschi with that big right hand. Nice left inside there from Binda.
Slips into a double.
Oh, he goes to the guillotine.
Binda pulls for a guillotine. It looks kind of tight.
Full guard. Can he get the squeeze? It's around the neck.
It looks pretty tight.
Baneschi's trying to stack.
He's going to slip out. He's going to slip out. Oh, he almost did. He's got to keep his butt in the air. Good job using the fence to his advantage. This might be Binda's last stands this guillotine as he slips out, but he gets back to his feet. Good job not settling for guard.
Great work there from both men. Binda with an excellent guillotine choke attempt. Baneschi battled through it, as you said, elevated himself with the cage to create some range. That was awesome.
Hey, do what you got to do, man. But what was great about that was a submission attempt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Baneschi was definitely in danger. That should definitely be a point score for Binda in this third round for this bantamweight title in Venator.
All right. Davide Baneschi pressing in from the outside right now. It was an interesting start to this third and final round. Best work we've seen from Binda for sure.
Now, if I was Binda right now, he's got double overhooks. Baneschi's pressuring in hard. I would step across with the right leg, sweep. Perfect little double overhook judo sweep he could hit, but instead he opts to circle off into the front headlock position.
2 minutes have gone in this third and final round. Binda is on top again.
And Baneschi grimacing. I think he might have sustained some kind of injury or something because he's grimacing right now.
Yeah, there's definitely something wrong. Does he grab it? Tough to see what it is, but yeah, you don't see a guy grimace like that unless there's something hurting.
Absolutely. Not to mention he did settle for guard, which, you know, he knows what kind of fight he's in right now. He knows that he needs to win this round to win this fight. Settling for guard was not the best option, but just like we saw, there could be something going on behind the scenes that we don't know about.
Halfway through this third and final round, Cristian Binda has been in control of it so far. Davide Baneschi could be up 2-0 or it could be even. Neither man can really feel comfortable about the scores, and at 38 years old, Cristian Binda is turning in a fantastic third round here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that guillotine definitely swayed a lot of momentum in his favor, because not only was he able to use that to attack, but he also might have wore him down a little bit, but now he sees himself on the wrong side of a triangle attempt from Baneschi.
Baneschi does have the left leg up on the shoulder. Doesn't quite have everything isolated. He's pulling down on the head already.
He needs the angle. He needs to underhook the leg, just like he did there. Underhook. Now, oh, good footwork. Could have paid dividends there.
Nice work. Binda was able to get by. Maybe an illegal up kick, but he was able to reestablish the position, so referee allowed the fight to continue. Side control for Cristian Binda. A minute and a half left in this third and final round. Bantamweight title is on the line. Davide Baneschi needs to get up off his back. In the meantime, Cristian Binda happy to ride out this position from side control, knee to the body. Interesting overhook there on the arm.
Yeah, Baneschi needs to bump on his hips and jack that underhook up so he could maybe step across, get into single leg guard, work his way back to his feet, because right now he is most definitely losing this round as he gives up his back.
Yep, Baneschi turns his knees, willing to give his back and a chance to get to his feet.
And he does.
He does. And now he gets the takedown less than a minute, steps immediately over into mount, can't quite establish the position.
Might be working for a crucifix. And he just rolls himself into a halfway bad position.
Tactical mistake there for Baneschi.
Definitely, he's had a couple tactical mistakes. You know, definitely pulling guard and pulling for submissions he shouldn't be going for.
Crowd chanting for Binda's name, 38 years old, grinding out here till the bitter end. They get back to the feet. Binda with a few knees inside Baneschi. Can he make something happen?
Something's going on with Baneschi. He's having a tough time keeping himself on his feet, kind of falling all over the place, grimacing.
Yeah, Binda with a few knees to the body, wants to hit the head, can't do that, and that's the, wow, you see him just, Baneschi just nearly seems like passes out as the round ends. He is exhausted.
Yeah, something's definitely going on. I don't know if it was maybe some body shots or you know, maybe a rib.
Let's get the official result.
After the third round, we go to the judges' scorecard for the decision. Judges scored the contest 29-28, 28-29, 29-28 for the winner by split decision, the new still undisputed bantamweight